What's up guys, I'm Phoenix Master 1 and welcome back for some more Fire Emblem Heroes, and in this video I'm going to be giving you guys my first impression and stat speculation on the new Spring Heroes that we're getting tomorrow. So the silhouette was out yesterday and a lot of people did guess Est, Fir and Bartre, and all of them are actually in this banner. Unfortunately Boyd is not in this banner. So the first unit is Est. We all expected her to be on this banner because her sisters were present on the previous Spring banners in Spring Pala and Spring Katria. So as being here is not really a surprise. She is a blue mage flyer, so that's pretty good, and I do expect her to be quite unique because of her preferred weapon. Her preferred weapon is Eagle's Egg, and it gives her +3 attack, and if she's within 2 spaces of any kind of ally, then she grants +5 to all of her stats, and she also neutralizes any kind of penalties that she has on herself. So it's kind of like similar to Brunya's weapon, but arguably a better and easy to set up effect because you just need to be within 2 spaces of an ally. That's not really all that hard to do, and you neutralize any kind of penalties on yourself. And a unit like Est with Fury and stuff like that might be the target of something like Chill Attack, so she doesn't really care about that, and that's a pretty big thing. She's not really immune to panic, but let's just say that she's not going to be affected by the negative penalties which happen due to panic, so that is also really powerful. And she does have pretty low HP, so she's quite susceptible to stuff like panic and those kinds of things, but at least it's not going to be negatively affecting her. She's not going to be enjoying the buffs, certainly, but not going to be negatively affecting her. So this weapon is really good. Moonbow as her special, Fury 4 as a slotted skill, and a new line of skills in dual chill skills, Chill Attack Resistance, and it inflicts -5 attack and resistance on the foe who has got the highest attack and resistance total. So this is a bit different than these solo chill skills because this is going to be targeting other kinds of foes. Not a lot of like nukes are going to be having high resistance, especially if they run like Life and Death or if they are just min-maxed. So this might focus on some other opponent, and your chill attack and chill resistance are going to go to some other opponents. So there it could be mixed up. And chill defense resistance is definitely going to be something to watch out for, and also chill attack and speed. Those are going to be the 2 main ones. Chill attack resistance is alright, I guess. Still very useful because of the dual debuffs, but it seems like this is going to be stuck to 5-star exclusives because all of the other chill skills are easily available on Grail units and stuff like that. So maybe that's the reason they made a new line of dual chill skills. And she's got Hone Flyers as her Slotsy skill. So Est's weapon is really good, honestly. Because it negates the penalties and also gives her extra stats, and it's really easy to set up. And she's gonna take out this blue flyer, and this is the stat speculation I have on her. So I expect her to have like really high attack at 37 because she's doing quite a bit of damage to this blue flyer, and I expect her to have like at least this much speed because these mage flyers are really fast that she's able to double them. So I assume that she has got the +5 speed buff from her weapon, and that's why she's able to like double this blue flyer. So it could be at least like 34-35 base speed, and at max it could be like 37-38 I'm expecting, and I don't think she's gonna be having any kind of bulk whatsoever. I mean, Fury and her weapons effect can make her a bit bulky in the resistance department because she's still only taking 5 damage from this blue flyer. So this is the stat spread I'm expecting on her. Pretty strong unit. And the next unit we have is Spring Fir. So in the silhouette, it seems like she was there. Many people actually pointed out that there's like a ponytail in the silhouette of the female. I actually didn't notice when I made that video. I thought it was just the part of the special activation thing, like the effect they have in the art. So I was like thinking about that, but someone like isolated the background from the main thing, and there it was really clear that there was a ponytail. Obviously S doesn't have a ponytail, Fir does, so Fir was on the silhouette, and she is an axe flyer, and she is gonna be really unique because there are not really too many axe flyers, and definitely not like the kind of unit that Fir is gonna be. So she's got Bun Baton, pretty nice name, 16 Might, Accelerate, Special Trigger Cooldown, and it is effective on armored units, and it also has null follow-up built into it. So really like nice one-off copy even if you get her for Arena Assault. The null follow-up is extremely good, armor effectiveness, and also like -1 special cooldown, 3 effects which are really good. So you could have like a 1-turn Moonbow or a 2-turn Luna to really just destroy many of the armor units in Arena Assault. So pretty good in that regard. And flyers cannot really inherit null follow-up. or null counter disrupt, so her having null follow-up built into her weapon is really good. And she's got harsh command plus, attack speed solo, and AR orders. AR orders is pretty decent, but I think that for shenanigans, ground orders is way better. And here she's gonna be taking out this green thief. Keep in mind, green thieves are really fast, these generic ones. And it's really weird how this is an axe. This looks like a sword. They didn't even bother to make this like a Spring Chrome's axe or something like that, because that axe does look cute. So this is the stat speculation, and this is what I'm expecting on her. I'm expecting her to have like 34 base attack, but honestly it wouldn't surprise me if they have even lower attack on Fear. And I expect her to be really fast because she's able to double this generic thief. And I don't really expect her to have too much defense, but I do think that she's going to be having decent resistance similar to her original version. So axe flyers who are like this offensive are really rare. The only one we have got is Summer Innis, and he doesn't even have a preferred weapon. And Spring Fir's preferred weapon is absolutely stacked here. Gives you a lot of utility in Arena Assault if you do get her. Even as a one-off copy, she's going to be nice because of the null follow-up and the armor effectiveness. And the next thing that we have is Spring Narcian. I never ever saw this coming. He's another lance flyer, and he's got a fork as his lance. Honestly, I expected him to be like a sword flyer, so he's going to be pity breaking a lot of people who are going to be trying to pull S because he also shares the blue color. And he's going to be the 4-star focus of this banner if it wasn't obvious. They gave him Lance experience as a slotty skill in 2020. Yeah, they couldn't have found a much worse skill to put on his Slotsy. Something like Goad or Ward Flyers still would have been better, or God forbid any kind of Oath or Rouse skill, but nope. It's just Lance experience. Now, I know a lot of people are going to be telling that Lance experience was missing from the pool, so that's why they added it. So I hope they have Dragon experience on some 173 BST Dragon, and then have them as a 4-star focus on some seasonal banner. So I really hope that happens. You know, maintain the consistency at least. So he has got Guild Fork Plus. Now, all jokes aside, this weapon is actually really good. So if he's within 2 spaces of an ally, he gets +5 attack and defense and neutralizes penalties on his attack and defense during combat. So this is only during combat. He's just immune to chill attack and chill defense. But outside of combat, he's not really going to be immune. So a lot of the skill switch, like taking the stat checks, are still going to be happening. And like he's going to be affected by the AoE specials as well, because this doesn't protect him outside of the combat. Nonetheless, this is a really great effect because there are a lot of units who could easily run this kind of weapon, and this is inheritable. So you could give this weapon to any kind of like melee tank who have really high attack and defense, and that's going to be really helpful to them. And on top of like neutralizing the penalties, you also get more attack and defense. So it's an absolute win, and I really like this weapon. He's got Vengeance similar to his normal version, Chill Speed on slot B, while S has got dual chill skill. I see that. So yeah, Narcian is going to be the 4-star focus here. And here he's going to be taking out this blue flyer, triggering his Vengeance. So these are the stats I'm expecting on Narcian. So he's got 43 HP, and I think he's going to be having stat spread like all over. Like having 33 attack, 32 speed, like not really having best of anything, but just having balanced stat line on everything. That's really what I'm expecting out of Narcian, because he's kind of like that in a way in his normal version. So fully expecting something like this, and he's a 4-star focus in it, so we cannot really expect some kind of min-max stat line, not anytime soon. And the final unit and the star of this banner is Spring Idunn and Faye as a duo unit. So they are red armor dragon, and this is kind of like the reference of Binding Blade ending, I guess, with Idunn and Faye, so that's pretty cute. Her preferred weapon is Cypher Breath. It's effective on armored units, just like her original version's Breath. And if any kind of visible buff is on Idunn, or if she's within 2 spaces of an ally, then she neutralizes any penalties on herself and inflicts -6 attack on foe during the combat. So it's in combat debuff, it does stack up with visible debuffs. And I do think that even though this weapon is pretty good, I don't think she's going to be as annoying to face as normal Idunn in Arena and Arena Assault. Mainly because like you could like save her for last, and then she's not going to be triggering her effect, and then you can take her on. But -6 attack debuff on foe during combat is huge for a tanky unit. And Julius is just crying in some corner. His weapon is absolutely in shambles. And Idunn doesn't even have the dragon weakness, I guess, because of her duo skill, for one turn at least. So yeah, she's got Iceberg as her special. She does have pretty high resistance actually with this. Sturdy stance 3, so gives her +6 attack and defense with the guard effect, Vengeful Fighter, and Goat Dragons. So yeah, she's gonna be taking out this green Manakite. I really love that she's got some flowers, even on a dragon form. This is what I wish that Halloween Mer had in a dragon form, but unfortunately she doesn't. So yeah, they're gonna be exhibiting the duo effect here on Altina. The one free unit that we got, Intelligence Systems is like, you got this free unit, look at us absolutely destroy her. So yeah, they're gonna be triggering her their duo effect, and the duo effect is basically giving +6 defense and resistance to dragon and armor allies, and they also give them immunity to dragon and armor effective weapons. And this is what we saw in the data mine, where we had those 2 status symbols. I did cover that in a news video. So it turns out it was not something from a mythic unit, it was from a duo unit from a seasonal banner. So yeah, Altina is gonna get destroyed even though she procced her special. And that's just them showing that free Altina doesn't mean anything in front of Idunn. So these are her stats. We can see it for a while when they are going over their duo skill. So 37 base attack, and she's got 184 BST. So another armor unit who's near Winter Sothis' BST level. And as I said, the duo effect is there. And this is pretty good for the people who built up dragons to be used in Ether raids, because Thracier absolutely makes dragons unusable in the Astra season. So it can provide the utility to those players who have built up dragons and really wanted to use them in Astra season. And this also nullifies the armor and the dragon weakness, so many of the units can make great use of this. Some of the free-to-play units which a lot of people have built can enjoy this are Winter Cecilia, Winter Jafar, the normal version of Faye of course, Adult Tiki, you know, stuff like that. But if a lot of people use Duo Idunn too much in their Ether Raids offense, then yeah, a lot of people are probably going to be upgrading the Duo Hindrance effect structure to level 4, which basically makes this kind of skill unusable until turn 7, and on turn 7 you can already end turn. And they will just put any kind of duo unit. So I don't think it's going to be too popular, because you need to put a duo unit on your defense team first for this to work, and not a lot of people have like duo units. Hell, even my free-to-play can doesn't have a single duo unit yet. But yeah, that could be the counterplay to this kind of thing if this gets too popular with armor and dragon tanks. Mainly, like, this is better for infantry dragon tanks, because armor units as it is are not really the best in Ether raids. So this is more of an effect for like the dragon super tanks, and I really wonder if this kind of effect is also gonna make Julius immune to the dragon effectiveness, because he really suffers because of that. And Idunn also has the -6 attack debuff similar to him. So yeah, those are the banner units, and here we can see Spring Bartre as well. So the unit on silhouette was Spring Bartre, not Garrick, not Boyd, but Bartre, and he's gonna be a Tempest Trial Reward. And the Tempest Trial starts on Friday. So he is going to be a sword infantry unit, probably going to be having the same weapon as Narcian. So that is actually pretty good. And we can see that he's got a 3-turn cooldown special, so I expect something like Bonfire or Draconic Aura or Luna maybe, something like that. So he's going to be the free unit, and even though we have a lot of sword infantry units, I really hope they make something interesting out of him, like really min-max him with low speed and really good mixed bulk. They could make him unique in that regard then. So really looking forward to him. So that's gonna be my first impressions. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, then please be sure to leave a like and a comment. Helps me tremendously with YouTube's algorithm. And when you subscribe, please be sure to hit the notification bell and click on all so that you can always get the updates to my videos whenever I upload. Because YouTube sub boxes are about as functional as Lance experience in 2020. So with that being said, I'll see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching and have a great day.